Silent nights recalling you, a souvenir of what it could be.
Okay there, YouTube. I think that I want to try a different format for these videos. More like a, what is it called now? You'll see. Let me know in the comments whether it's something I should either continue or go back to the old format. So, here we go. Sorbitine belt. Whoa, let's pause here. After a brief rant yesterday about what this car is, actually, let's just recap. A little over a year ago, 15 months ago to be precise, a referral customer brought this 2006 Acura TL to me to look over for purchase for her daughter. At the time, I advised that a timing belt might be, amongst other things, judicious repair, only because of the mileage at the time. Hadn't heard from her in a while, and the other day, there was an AC complaint that she was asking about, and when she brought it by to get it looked at, I heard this. Needless to say, I'm a little worried that she claims the timing belt was done by a mechanic, I guess, that she came in contact with. I'm just wondering whether the timing belt tensioner was changed, if and when the timing belt was changed. So I'm tasked with going down there to look and see what's making the noise. I do believe it's the tensioner. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. To get down there, we have to take the timing covers off to inspect. To do that, we've got to get a lot of stuff out the way. The power steering pump, side engine mount. I'm not sure. I do believe that tensioner interferes or obstructs the lower right corner bolt of this front timing cover. And that's that. So I'm going to, I think it's 17 bolts for the covers. The mounts got 3, 2, and 3, so that's 10 there, plus 2 for the power steering pump, 2 for the tensioner, I believe. Alright, so we should be somewhere about, I don't know, what I just do now, 14 plus 17, 31 bolts, 31 minutes. Let's try it. First order of events would be the serpentine belt. 14 millimeter there. Get on that, push backwards, and take tension off the belt and take the belt off. Alright. So that's the bolt, go that way. Up. Pause. Next, remove power steering reservoir from the hooks right there. You can tuck it behind the AC line there. You're going to take that 17 millimeter bolt, top of the mount here. 17 here, 214. You want to take it out in that order because if you try to undo this, if these are loose, it tries to rotate backwards and could possibly damage the mount. So this one first, those two. Now, for all intents and purposes, I like to get stuff out the way. I would disconnect that 10 millimeter off the mount bracket here. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Oops, two 17 millimeter bolts on the side of the engine mount. It comes right out. So I'm gonna put that bracket here out of my way for now. Okay. Next, 3 14 millimeter bolts. I don't know if you can see the third one there. 1, 2, and then 3, and the third one. Oh, you know what? Let's do this first. The power steering pump, 2 12 millimeters. One there, one here. I know somebody's been in here because this bracket, for those of you who may have watched me take different vehicles apart, has a bolt that goes right there. Valve adjustments, time belts, cylinder head jobs, whatever they are, that's a part of a lot of those videos. And so anyway, getting closer here. 14 millimeter bolts on that bracket plus this 110 millimeter, and then I guess I can start contemplating taking this serpentine belt out of here. Unique problem, I don't know if you noticed that I didn't mention it, but the moment I took that mount bracket off, the engine did seem to drop. Made me think that, you know, we might have busted engine mounts. I'm looking down here, and that engine mount down there kind of looks fresh-ish. But I mean, it could be aftermarket, I don't know. So I gotta tilt the engine up a little bit to get the serpentine belt out. I don't think I want to deal with that now. Let's take this mount bracket and the tensioner off. 14 millimeter. Oh, great. That's usually tighter than that. The 14 millimeter for the tensioner mount bolt. This is in my way. I'm taking those apart. Okay, so I fished the serpentine belt out. The center bolt for the tensioner, the 14, is loosened up a little bit. The third bolt for that side mount bracket is right in front of the frame rail there. I could get in there easier if this tension was off or if I jack the engine up. Either way, at this point, I gotta lift the car up now. Alright, so it's loosened out, but it bottoms out with the files on the frame rail there. So what I'm going to do now is take the wheel off, move the splash shield, remove the crankshaft pulley. I could probably set this on top of the center. For those of you who don't know, the little flap there, you're looking for the hole, and there are markings on the cam pulley. We're looking for the one that says, it'll say number 1. I think RCA under it, to come up in that window and line up with the pointer that you see. You may see down there, that pointer. Alright, so we'll do that next. So we're going to pull the flash shield here back. There are clips. There's one up here. Yeah, that point. There's one in this corner here. If you guys can take a gander. There it should be. That one there. Pair of clips with pliers or a screwdriver. Get in there, pop it out. like that. I heard a pop. There we go. Number 1 top dead center. My timing mark should line up down there too. Ah, it's off. It's amazing. Huh? See my arrow, you can see my timing mark is the white mark there. So timing's off. Amazing. Alright, let's keep going. Actually, there's another index here that shows the focus. And there's another flag right there. So let's see if we can right there.
Silent nights recalling you, a souvenir of what it could be. Pieces of my mind are yours. I forgot the parts I'm missing.
We lost power there rather abruptly. I guess I tried to hold out. I got a little too long-winded and the phone decided to go on strike. So, where we left off was we identified based on the timing marks that our engine's timing was off. My supposition that, that rattling was most likely coming from the tensioner, based on the evidence we see here, is most likely correct. If you look in there, maybe I should zoom in from far away, that way you can see. Focus, yeah, see that's rubber debris. I guess the timing belt being chewed up by all the hard parts, in flux here. And you can see bits of it almost everywhere on almost all these surfaces. I think I should take the tension out and inspect it. From what I can see of it, it does look aftermarket. I'm not sure if I showed you guys what a Honda one looks like earlier. So that color, the coloring there, see how it's really silver? The OEM ones have like a dark bronze, brownish tint to them. If you look on the underside of it there's a smoking gun. That's probably that's most likely the trail of the hydraulic oil that's leaked out from that tensioner. So above it is the tensioner pulley and the arm there. Can't really see too much of it from this vantage point, so let me get it out of there and we inspect both pieces closer. Two 10mm bolts. Whatever happened to my light? Oh, well, it's recording. But anyway, two 10mm bolts on the tensioner there, and then this 14mm for the pivot for the pivot arm. Very interesting. So my phone apparently is too hot. Either that or the LED is. But anyway, I don't see a ton of damage here on the, the clevis here where the tensioner pushes on this. I saw some rust. It's not uncommon for there to be rust in there, but it must have just been surface. So I'm not too disturbed by what I see with this tensioner pulley. However, again, I was right, our smoking gun is this chappy here, and I will show you. Let's get a comp here. I just had it. There we go. All right, even when deflated or leaking or whatever, this is where a Honda one will default to. And you can see the difference in the coating, just the overall appearance. Okay, I don't know if these are rebuilt as aftermarket tensioners or just cast or whatever. But look at that piston; it's hammered in and it's stuck down. Matter of fact, I should take a picture of that for the customer. Alright, let her see. Compare Honda fails to aftermarket fails. Alright, so I guess my recommendation now is going to be, let's take a look and make sure I don't have to come back here later, because I've done a video on the resealing the oil pump, which is this front housing here. I wish my light could come on. It's not as good. The flashlight is not as good. So this front housing here behind the timing belt, all in there, is the oil pump. Let's see. I actually have one, but basically, zoom out. Okay, there you go. All right, so basically the timing belt and all this gear, the sensor will come off in this oil filter housing, and it's a housing about yay big across the front of the engine. That's the oil pump assembly. It is sealed to the block with the similar type sealant, Honda Bond, or it's similar to RTV, and it can seat specifically near the top here, but I don't see anything to give me pause about it up here. What I would be looking at. I see a lot of grind here, and I'm not sure that the crank seal isn't leaking with what I see down here. I'm gonna have to look up top and make sure it's not coming from the power steering pump. That's a very common misdiagnosed leak source. Let's see if I can get less light. But right up here, underneath the water pump, is where you would frequently have oil seeping right in here. That's the top of the oil pump there, and then it would leak down, and you would see it all in here. I see grime, but not an active leak, so I'm not too convinced that I have an oil pump leak. To reseal the oil pump, the oil pan would have to come down. I mean, it's not a terrible job, it's just a lot to do. All right, so let's confer with our client and see. So with this, what I'm going to recommend, obviously, is a timing belt. That water pump looked like it was replaced, and I do not feel comfortable with. I mean, if the tensioner failed, but you know, funny story. I had a Honda water pump fail literally a week after its 12-month warranty expired. So I took care of that for the customer though, but it's a hard call here. I'm going to just do it because if I'm here and I try to save her money and that thing fails, I feel real bad about it. So we're going to do a timing belt package. I don't think it was done. Well, let me look at the mileage here because it's really possible that this was done when it was due. And if that tensioner fails, maybe that's why everything looks worn prematurely, but it's at 183. So even if you do 40,000 in a year, I probably saw it last year at 140. That's probably around when it was purchased. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we get the job. I mean, at this point, what you're gonna, I mean, she can say no, but it would make no fiscal sense. But I'll let you guys see this. Leave me comments in the doobly-doo below. Let me know if you like this format, you want to see something else, something different. All right, thanks for watching. See you guys later.